And we're back. It's been a while. We're back working on this crusty old thing. The only new development since the last video was that my dad came out here and he hooked up the propane. So the propane should be all the way hooked up to the hot water heater. So that should be all functional now. I just got to wire it in and of course plumb it in, but it should be functional. Other than that, and what I'm most excited about today, so on the way home from this road trip we just got back from, we found this arbitrary hardware store that had a whole bunch of cheap hardware. And I found this cheap little sink drain, which looks like it's going to be the perfect size to fit in that shower tray, which I don't know if you remember from the last one, but the one that I have just doesn't fit. For some reason they made the threads of the shower drain a different standard than standard PVC, so you can't even hook it up to normal PVC. So I don't even know what the point is. The thread pitch is different. It's stupid. So today's goal is going to be putting this in, seeing if it fits first of all, which I mean I don't even know how this connects, but we'll see. And then we're going to start working on the shower, and hopefully by the end of this video we have the entire shower framed out. That's my goal. I'm hoping to get this video made with the whole shower framed out. So that's what we're doing. After that, I don't know. We're just gonna keep rolling. First things first, you can see this blue line that I have drawn across the edge of the camper here. That is the bottom of where I'm gonna laminate some of these boards onto the wall with some screws. Similarly to how I attached this one rail over the top of the wall here, I'm gonna do that for this back edge, and then we can lay wood across it, and that'll be our bench. Well, you can see we've made quite a substantial amount of headway in the last couple days, but this is what I'm gonna do. Before I show you all of that, I want to see if this heater works. I got it from Facebook Marketplace. It's a little Vivor cheap Chinese diesel heater, and I got it for like 40 bucks, and it's brand new in box. I'm just gonna see if it's, well, powerful enough to heat the camper up, because right now it's, I don't know, 17 degrees out here. It's not exactly a nice warm summer day, that's for sure. So let's go see if that heater works. I spent a little time last night getting it all hooked up. I've got 12 volts running to it from the battery. It's hooked up to the fuse box. It's all fused and all that good stuff. I've got the intake over here just sticking off to the side for now. The blower fan, where it blows hot air out, it's just kind of coming out the front. The cupboard's not here yet that's going over it, so it's just kind of sitting here for now. And the exhaust, where it dumps all of the hot exhaust gases out, goes out the bottom of the camper right there, where the old water outflow used to be for when the tank is overfilling or whatever the heck. So I'm gonna dump some diesel in it and turn it on and see if it heats up. And hopefully it heats up this place enough to work in here, because, well, quite frankly, it's freezing. Wow, my hands are numb. It is so incredibly cold. I already turned it on yesterday, so I know that it has power. Okay, well, that was easy enough. It's starting to make some scary noises. Doesn't that thing go? Whew, still definitely not warm yet. Ah, that was icy. Kind of sitting here reading the manual to make sure that the sounds that it's making are normal. Okay, the sucker's definitely it's doing something. I don't know. So far though, it's just making some weird noise. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, I feel a little bit of warmth. I think we're golden. Let's go check the exhaust. Let's see what the exhaust is doing. So here's the exhaust. That's pretty noisy actually. I'm surprised. I can feel some warmth coming through, so it's definitely burning. That's great. This is that exhaust. At some point, I need to make a cover to cover up these holes so that I don't have any diesel fumes kind of coming back up into the camper. But for now, everything is great. Well, so far everything's going pretty good. I can definitely feel quite a substantial amount of warmth pumping out of this sucker. I'm curious if it'll be enough to actually heat up this whole big old camper. I mean, I'm gonna have to run it for a little bit to see, but it's on max power right now, and it's definitely pushing out quite a bit of warmth, so that's a start. Check this out. The heat of the actual exhaust gas is coming out. 220 something degrees. That's nuts. That sucker is cooking. No wonder it feels so nice. Well, now that that's out of the way and it's, I don't know, 10 or 15 degrees warmer in here, so not absolutely miserably cold, let's show you what I've got going on back here. So, you can see it looks a little different than when I was last back here. Of course, we have the shower all framed in, ready to put skins on it. I've got a board that I totally didn't forget to screw in that goes right here. Don't worry about it. Other than that, we got this nice wall with a nice, there's gonna be a nice archway up here. We plan to put a little bit of a rail along this edge here, and that'll be for sliding the curtain back and forth on. I made this width 20-ish inches wide, 22 inches. That way it's a little more comfortable getting in and out of the shower. Since it's already such a small space, wherever we can take the liberty of having a nice wide doorway, we'll definitely take it. Other than that, we've got ourselves a nice little bathroom countertop here with a nice space for a nice little bathroom sink. So that's gonna be really nice. I gotta find a sink small enough to fit this space though. It's a little awkward finding stuff like that. Anyway, so here's the toilet and where the toilet's gotta sit because that's where the black tank hole is. Ideally it'd be scooted back a little further, but for the time being, this is what we got. Other than that, we got the bones to where we're gonna put a nice little cupboard. So this will be for storing, I don't know, bathroom stuff, like I guess toilet paper, whatever, that sort of thing. I don't know. Whatever else goes in this sort of space. There'll be a nice little hatch down here too to access the back of the hot water heater for, I don't know, if we need to replace it in the future or whatever the heck. So yeah, that's the tour of the bathroom. So far everything's been going absolutely great. This has been a lot of fun to build. And I think the next step here, we're gonna start putting the skins in the bathroom. So we're gonna start skinning the walls, which is gonna be really cool because it's gonna feel a lot more done when I start doing that. So I guess next thing's next. I gotta start measuring some boards out to cut and get some wood put in here. Clips ago, I was completely bundled up when we put that heater in. Well, it's a week later and it's like 60 degrees. Merry Christmas, by the way. All right, so here's where I'm at. I don't remember what the last clip was because I haven't been on the editing for a little bit, so I'm kind of out of touch with where I am in the video. Regardless, this is where we're at in the shower. All the paneling on the inside of the shower is completely done. We got to do a little bit of touch up here and there, just some areas like this that I want to touch the seam up a little bit. And I'm going to sand this all nice and smooth too. But for the most part right now, I'm just going to go into montage mode and just crank out as much as I can because, well, I want to get this thing done like ASAP. I want some more forward progress. It took a couple days deliberating on what I want to do next, but anyway, the plan is to do some sanding. So we do some sanding to make these all smooth. We're gonna do some sealing with some butyl and all the cracks that are everywhere. And then I'm gonna cover everything in Flex Seal, and that should keep it waterproof. And then after that, it's gonna get tiled with some vinyl tiles, and hopefully it turns out. I really don't know what to expect here, so we'll see. Hopefully it turns out nice. That's really the only goal. And oh, and waterproof, because we don't want water leaking through the wood, because that would suck. So yeah, we're going to montage mode, and I'm just gonna start cranking and filming all this junk that I'm working on. A sneak peek of all this junk going on up here, because it's turning out pretty nice and it's kind of cool. This is shower pan going in beginning of 2026. Good way to start the year. Shower pan's in. One step away from having a functional shower. So yeah, getting into this point took a whole lot longer than I thought it was going to. I think it's been 2 weeks since I talked last and wherever I was at with the project. I don't even know anymore. This was a massive undertaking. It took just forever to get this stupid thing done and in place, but it's done now. All the Flex Seal's in, all the seams are sealed and things are in place. Even the shower pan's in place and plumbed in. So as of right now, if I were to put the valve in the valve hole and the shower head up, you could take a shower in here and it would work, which is pretty cool. This shower is 100% functional, other than the fact that, you know, we want it to look pretty, so we're gonna go in and tile it before we actually put the rest of that stuff in and test it. But for all intent purposes, it's done and it's finished and it works, which is awesome. This project has already taken upwards of a month, maybe 2 months. So honestly, I've been making so much progress in other areas while I've waited to work back here, and I would have really liked to film that stuff, but this just took way too long. Next video, I should be able to cover all the miscellaneous junk that I've done while I was working on the shower, and hopefully we'll make some cool progress in some other areas, something a little different than working on the shower every day. So that should be fun. That's everything for this one. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one.